Hi. It's taken me a while to just get this video out. I want to say hello to everyone. First and foremost, I hope everyone is doing well. Um, this is a video just sort of explaining what's been going on without going too much into detail, but to kind of be open. I want to be open with you guys as much as I possibly can. But anyways, so we're taking this week off for posting we're taking the week off for Patreon and YouTube. This week we won't be posting anything. We did post JoJo's and we will post Squid Game, but everything else will be taking a little hiatus for just a week. Abby and I have been in the process in different frames of moving. So I just moved a bit ago, and she is moving, or in the process of moving as well. And so that's been hectic, and we're trying to kind of get everything together. But the bigger thing really is we've been behind on a lot of things, or behind, because I guess people assume when something comes out, it needs to be reacted to right away. When a new show comes out, we won't always be on top of it. And there's reasons for that. The first one being, I'm under a lot of stress. I've been under a lot of stress for the last, who knows how many years, like 20 plus years. So basically, I've recently been diagnosed with autism. I have ASD1. I'm 31 years old, went undiagnosed for 31 years. Imagine how difficult that is. A lot of us actually, there's a big group of us who were undiagnosed for there's 50-year-olds getting diagnosed now. So I am going through what they call autistic burnout. People who don't have autism or any type of whatever going on, they can still have burnouts. I've been struggling extremely hard because I am trying to, with a burnout, means my brain is just not functioning the way it used to function, where I was more on top of things. I'm overly or easily overwhelmed. Just making this video right now it's just pushing me to the edge. I'd rather not do it, but I want to do it because I have to communicate. I understand that there's got to be some communication, especially for those of you who've been here for so long and have supported the channel, have supported myself and Abby and our editors. And it's the least I can do. But I am really struggling with my mental health, and I'm trying to survive at this point. I've been in survival mode for a really long time. I thought I was getting better. And usually that happens when you're like healing. It seems like it kind of gets worse before it gets better. So there are good things that are happening, but it's also extremely overwhelming. And there's just certain things that I'm learning about myself right now. You know, this past 2 years, I think a lot of us have had a lot of growth and understanding and stress. And I moved out of my family's house for the first time 2 years ago. And so I've been on my own for 2 years. And there's a lot of things that I've just been understanding, discovering about myself, my beliefs, what I do believe, what I don't believe, what are my conditioned beliefs, or my even, beliefs from my family or other, religious backgrounds that, just sort of, there's just a lot that I'm unpacking, basically. It's really hard for me to just explain it. I have not written it down. It would have been easier if I did that, but I'm barely hanging on, guys. This is all a lot, but I'm not here to say that we're not going to continue. I've been struggling this whole time, but we've been doing what we've been doing. The only issue has been that I am seeing my limitations, and I'm human. I'm a human being. Abby is human. We're all human. And I think I'm going to honor my being human and really take care of myself. That's the first and foremost. I've lost a lot of weight due to stress, due to a lot of stuff. Like, there's so much going on, and a lot of people don't talk about these things. People are uncomfortable to talk about struggle and being human. I don't know why. I've always been an open book. It's something that I think is normal, because there is nobody on this planet who isn't suffering in some way. Even if you think they're good, they're not. Everyone has a struggle, but people don't want to say it. We want to get back to a place of stability. That's really what it is. Get to a place of stability, a place of understanding ourselves, our limitations, what we want with the channel. There's other things I want to do on the channel, not just reactions per se, I guess. And we're going to continue to do reactions, obviously. But we're trying to do more. We're trying. It's just the process of everything is just it's all coming to a head. And I'm really thankful for my team. Everyone's been really understanding and supportive. And it's just a lot, I think. Just I'm becoming more self-aware of myself and my traumas and all that stuff. So it's not really easy to sit down in front of you guys and react to shows, and when I've got all this stuff going on in my head. It's, for me, I cannot sit here and pretend that things are okay, because that's not how I am. Because I want to put my best effort into whatever we are watching. I want to be able to pay attention to what's happening. Being able to do what we do takes a lot of energy. We're trying to read the subtitles. I'm trying to feel Abby's vibe. Abby's trying to feel my vibe. We're trying to have fun, and it is fun, but it actually takes a lot of work to do it, because and I love it. It's a lot of fun, but it's not easy to do we're reacting to so many different things, and I just can't. It's just quality over quantity, I guess. I want to be able to focus on whatever we're watching, so that means probably less shows, so that we can give our full attention to those shows. And also doing more solo reactions. So it's Abby right now she's been reacting to Demon Slayer. I opted out of that. I realized for myself, that's just not what I want to do right now. And she's on that, and that kind of allows us to because it's just her and I. We don't have a whole group of people, so to kind of do more, we sort of have to be on our own, if that makes sense. And obviously we'll still be doing things together as well, but there's just going to be more of that, where it's just me reacting to a show or a movie, or just Abby. I really just wanted to kind of talk about this. I want to talk more about my journey with the autism diagnosis, because it's been interesting, where I've talked about it in our community reactions, because that's sort of Abed was the I don't know, the jumping off point, where I was oh, okay, maybe I should look into the Asperger's spectrum thing here, because I can relate to Abed a bit. And so I want to talk more about my living with autism and being a woman of color, and my experiences, because I've experienced a lot of different things and a lot of trauma and abuse because of people not understanding me, and me not understanding the people, and in some ways where I'm just I don't know why people do that. And I'm sure people are why does she do that? And I just didn't know that was, different or whatever. What I realized was there is a thing called masking, and women are a lot better at it than men. That's why young boys are diagnosed a lot early on, and women and people of color, it's just harder to diagnose. And that's something that, that's for another video. But yeah, for me, it's just, it's a big thing for me because I'm trying to re-understand who I am, because through these years I've sort of lost who I was, and I'm trying to gain my confidence back in that, and like be firm in who I am and my beliefs and all of that. There's religious trauma there as well. Um, and so I think going forward, I wanted to make more videos about like my life and more about who I am. And um, Abby has some ideas as well for her and her channel too. She does have her own channel, but she'll post on the Iman Snow channel as well. We want to do more. We just want to be more open. We want to be more vulnerable. We want to have fun still and laugh, and because that's really how you get through the hard times, is laughter and the silly jokes and the things we do. Like it's that's it, I know that because laughing helps me. I love stand-up comedy. I know that helps. I know our reactions have helped others, and I appreciate you guys for being so positive and sending us supportive messages like that. Yeah, I mean, I think overall I didn't want to post a video where it's like, my mental health, because that happens a lot. But that's the thing is I'm happy that these videos come out, because it shows like people like, yeah, we're all human and we all have limitations, and we really need to honor our limitations if we can. And I think the one good thing about the pandemic has been where people are like, I deserve more than what I'm getting from my job. And we're lucky to have this job, because the way that my mental health has been working and the way that all this has went down, I wouldn't have a job. But the fact is I started this channel and I created it, and through support of everyone, who's still here, and on Patreon and all of that, we're here, we're doing it. But I just kind of, I sat back recently and I was like, goodness, if I was working at an any other job that I wasn't in the head of, I would have been fired for being me, for struggling. And it's just like, I see that it's extremely unfair. And yeah, it's interesting too, because our Patreon has not been doing as great as it has, because I've been struggling. And I think the truth is when you go through burnouts or mental health issues, people, time is money in this type of like capitalist society. So if you're not pumping things out, and people will go, people will leave. And it's like, yeah, it's supply and demand. Why else are they there? They're there for a show to be reacted to, or whatever it is. So it's no complaints, I understand. But it's also sad because other people who just can't, that are not in charge of their work, like they just have to, they do, you work a 9 to 5 and you're having these similar stresses, you can't exactly just not go to work. I've been blessed. Like, I'm very thankful for my position. Even though things are, I have to think, and that's the thing, I have to think about Abby and my editors, our editors, and their livelihoods, and their, Abby's daughter and my kids. And it's not just, this is like, it's a lot. I have a lot of pressure on me right now, and they do too. And it's a lot. It's just a lot. So I hope you guys can understand like where I'm coming from, and know like we're really truly like doing our best. But I gotta take care of me first, get myself in a stable place, and because my body is just changing physically, like things are happening. So it's time to like listen to my body, and not push it any further, and kind of, slow down a little bit, And we're still going to keep doing stuff. We're still going to do things, but it's just going to be a little slower. And I hope that, well, if you can't understand that, then there are so many other channels out there, thankfully, and they're doing their thing. And so, but if you guys like what we do and you just like our commentary or our discussions or just us in general, we are still here and we're just doing our best. So we hope you will stick by, and just kind of see where things go. We do have, again, Demon Slayer will be coming out with Abby's reactions. And I have a couple of solo stuff I just did too, which will become their movie reactions. So we're getting things out. We're hoping in the next few weeks things will stabilize. But life is life, and this past like 2 years has been up and down for everybody. So it's crazy. But we're still here, you know. We're still here, and that's a blessing. And so, yeah, if you guys have questions, you can comment down below. We will try to get back to any of your questions. But again, we appreciate your support so much. We really do. And to our subscribers, to patrons, all of you guys, everybody, truthfully, thank you so much. And thank you for being patient with us. And even though we hadn't given a public statement, you guys have still stood by and supported us, and so I appreciate it. I hope you guys can understand that. But that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and again, we're taking the week off. We'll see you guys next week. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy New Year.